Hey man, you already know. It's your big homie OG Parlay. And right here with the Best Conversation podcast with Killer TV. NC was popping.
Best Conversations podcast. It's your boy Killer TV. This week's episode of Best Conversations podcast is brought to you by Casket Sharp Clothing. Shout out to that boy Drag. Got all the fresh new t-shirts, fresh new gear. Got that summer collection coming real soon, or it's probably out right now. Please go over to casketsharp.bigcartel.com to go get your Casket Sharp clothing. This week on Best Conversations, we're going to be talking to an ATL legend straight out of that DFB camp. Dem Franchize Boyz. I can't believe it happened, but it is. We talking to Parlae from the Franchize Boyz on this week of Best Conversations podcast. We gonna get into everything from what he doing now, from having the whole world snapping and rocking, and everything, man. So stay tuned. It's your boy Killer TV, Best Conversations podcast. Let's go. Killer TV, Best Conversations podcast, man. The cat's out the bag. I got a really special guest tonight. I can't even believe this is happening. But it is. Straight from the motherfucking west side of motherfucking Atlanta. Bowen Homes on. From that legendary group, Dem Franchize Boyz. My motherfucking partner, Parlay. And this motherfucking thing was happening with you, man.
Man, what's popping, man? I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be in the position I can get back, dog.
Yeah, man. I'm fucking with you, man. Like all the stuff you doing on IG, just motivating people. The conversations you giving out there, even with the 25 push-ups a day, just everything you doing out there, man. I feel like your voice just really got to be heard right now. Like real nigga to real nigga. Ain't too many of us out here that's giving that good word and letting people know it. And I just feel like you should be at the forefront of what's going on out here, man. And on top of that, motherfucker, you're a legend. For real. Straight up legend, dog.
Yeah, I just, I just use my voice, man. I use my platform for what I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say that I'm really not into the industry like that because, I'm a part of the industry. But the lifestyle of the industry, I'm not really with the lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So everything I do, I don't always look for validation from people. I do shit all the time, and I don't put it on IG. I don't talk about it because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do from where I'm from. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because when I came up, you had real OGs, and they the ones who set the precedent for the hood. They showed you what to do and what not to do, how to do it and how not to do it. So I feel like right now we don't have OGs right now. We got a lot of old heads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who might give you a little game, but we don't have no more OGs. We don't have nobody that you can look to and they lead by example. So I just try to lead by example.
Right. As you should. And you definitely led by the charge with bringing in the whole movement, man. And before we get into this, man, your Franchize Boyz member, Pimpin', man, the news came out that he was diagnosed with cancer. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's Buddy. Buddy died. He diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, really? It was Buddy.
Yeah, it's Buddy.
Oh, it wasn't Pimpin'.
No, it's not his Buddy.
Okay, man. Well, man. Sorry to hear that, but yeah, I don't know. The brat said the pimping, but man, sorry to hear that. But a lot of people don't even know, man. You got ties to the North Carolina area, and it blew my mind when I heard this in an interview. Was like, damn, I did not know that. Tell the people your ties in North Carolina, man.
I went to college in North Carolina. I went to college in Barber, Scotia. It's closed down now, but it's in Concord. It's right outside Charlotte, probably 20 minutes outside Charlotte. Yeah. So I went to college. I did 2 years. I did my freshman year, and I did a semester of my sophomore year there.
Which blew my mind. I was like, that is so crazy. I got accepted to the college as well, And yeah, the college got shut down. So, you know what I mean? That was kind of the end of my little college run as well. So that was like crazy. So let's go back, man. Like talk to me like growing up in the West Side, you know what I mean, of Atlanta, born homes. Like what was all that? Like what was life like that as a youngin? Like seeing all that going on.
I mean, it's really like any hood story, any kid from the project. It's really gonna be the same story as far as what it's like growing up. Because I really come from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? And when I say the bottom, I mean like I come from the fucking bottom where I used to get out the government truck. You know what I'm saying? When the government truck pulled up, I used to go get the cereal and the milk and the peanut butter and the cheese and the bread and all that. You know what I'm saying? There have been times where, you know, when I was young, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have all that shit. You had to make stuff. So I would bathe, you know, I would take one of my socks off and I stuff it in the hole in the bathtub to fill my water up in my bathtub. You know, we didn't have showers. You know what I'm saying? I'd take my other sock and I'd wash myself with the sock. You know what I'm saying? I'd get out and I'd step on my pants that I just took off and I'd drop myself out with my shirt. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that I don't came from the bottom, my nigga, I don't really experience any poverty stage that you can think of. I don't personally experience.
Word.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But being in the project, seeing so much stuff, and getting a chance. And then, you know, I stayed in the projects, but I had a chance I moved with my dad when I was like 10 years old to Tennessee. Clinton, right outside Knoxville.
Yeah.
And I got a chance to really experience another style of life, and it really opened my eyes up. And I've always been ambitious, but it just made me be more ambitious to be able to overcome the circumstances that I was living in.
Yeah, which is crazy. So like growing up in the West Side, before y'all pop, T.I. pop from the West. Even though I know you, I've heard you saying other interviews that you didn't really care about rap, but
Nope.
But seeing T.I. pop like 01, I think it was like 01, his first album came out. Was that any motivation, or is it just like, okay, that's just a nigga from the hood that made it? Like,
no, you know, actually, I really didn't know who Tip was. I didn't know who Tip was.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What really got us on is because in the song "Dope Boys in the Trap," which was like T.I.'s biggest, you know, his first like big song in the street.
Right.
On it, he was like he come through Born Home. You know, he dropping off 17 in Born Home. And you know, at the time, you know, niggas weren't shouting out projects. So to hear a record getting played on the radio, and this niggas talking about our project, it made niggas feel good. You know what I'm saying? To be from this side. As far as the music, still wasn't thinking about music. I never wanted to be a rapper. Never tried to be a rapper. Never thought about being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? I did a music my 11th grade year we had a music arts festival. My 10th grade year we had a music arts festival. And if you participate in it, you don't have to go to fourth period.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote it like a poem, but it was like a rap song. I wrote it to a beat. I forget what beat it was. It was a song called Money. And I performed it for the school. It's a hook and a verse. And the whole school went crazy. You know what I'm saying? About the song. You know what I'm saying? So, year passed, the next year came, 11th grade. Me and Pimp used to play a basketball thing. We used to play basketball for our school.
Mm-hmm.
Pimp would beat on the lockers. And I sang the verse I had and the hook. And all my basketball players, they'll sing it with me. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they sing the Sunset Park when they was rapping in the gym, in the locker room.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? And Pimp used to be like, man, you need to record. Because I got a studio, I'm making beats and stuff, man. Come check it out. So, we would skip school. I used to sell weed. So Pimp bought some weed from me. You know what I'm saying? I'll go. But I really went into the music, I had hoop dream, when you come from the project, you got two things you want to do. So it's not everybody, but this is just the bulk of young niggas in the hood. Two things you want to do. You want to go to the league or you want to become the kingpin. That's it.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that.
And I was heavy in sports, but in 10th grade, I really started dabbling in the streets a lot, and I started making my own money. And me making my own money kind of fucked up my path. You know what I'm saying? My sports path. Even though I still went to college, and then I went to college, I didn't go to college on no sports scholarship. I went on an academic scholarship.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So my ambition was to be great was what took me to college. My hoop dreams really, my hoop and football dreams really was over with. I really wanted to be a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I was indulging to that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So all that right there just played a part into, me saying I want to do music. So you know what I'm saying? Like the T.I. situation, him being out, it really never hit me like that about being music. Like I say, I did my first song I ever recorded in my life was a hit. Like if you play that if you play that on Bankhead right now, the whole club will go fucking crazy and sing every lyric. And they ain't played this song in the club, and I know for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking classic. You know what I'm saying? So the first song I ever recorded in my life was a classic.
Right.
First song, then so I say about 6 more songs. With 6 songs, within my first 10 songs, I had them recorded. I had them recorded my first hit single. And I recorded White Tee. I recorded White Tee. So like out of my first 5, 6 songs, I had an underground hit and a national hit. And my first time ever recording music. You see what I'm saying? So this shit kind of like fell in my lap. As far as the music goes.
Like, man, that White Tee shit it made it all the way up here to the Carolinas, and even with that beat, like when you first hear that beat, you like, okay, like you gonna stop and listen, and it was just like everybody just stopped. Like that was a moment. It's like everybody have like these moments in hip hop, and definitely like White Tee was just like one of them. And like to do that and y'all won't even sign was nuts. Like how did that, like how, when that whole phenomenon going on, are you like living in the moment, or it's just like you can't even really experience it like that?
Well, like I said, I don't. For me, it's different. Like I say, man, when we did White Tee, dog, like when we recorded White Tee, I was just, I think I was, it was the second semester of my freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was that summertime. It was that spring of that summertime when we recorded White Tee. And I went back to school my sophomore year, and when I came back, the song was big. So, my song Money was big.
Like, what was like the first place like you heard White Tee, like outside like the studio or whatever, like somewhere you was like, damn, like y'all playing this shit, like that's me.
Shit, in the hood, like, so you gotta think, like where I'm from, bro. Like you don't really have to go a lot of places. Like everything's right there for us. I know niggas from my side of town, bro, who ain't never been on the other side of Atlanta, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I know some niggas who don't even know how to get around downtown. They get lost downtown. Niggas don't even go downtown. You see what I'm saying? Like, wow, like in Born Home, we got our elementary school was inside our apartment. Our library was there. Our clinic was there. Our grocery store inside our apartment. The gas station was inside the apartment. The barbershop, the beauty supply store is in our apartment. The mechanics shop. All this shit is inside my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
I had a fire station right outside my apartment. Had a junkyard right outside my apartment. You see what I'm saying? So it was really no reason for niggas to really just leave. So me just hearing niggas play that shit in the car was a big success. But like I say, before White Tees, it was my song Money was getting played like that. So niggas, my shit was getting played in the club. It was like in rotation. It was like one of the biggest clubs and the biggest songs in the club. So when I came home my sophomore year, I would come, and at first I was a solo artist. We was all solo artists, kind of like Wu-Tang.
Word up.
And so I would come home and I would have shows for my song Money. So I would go perform Money at all the different clubs in Atlanta. And before Money, I only did 2 songs. I'll do White Tee first with them, and then I'll do Money by myself. So after that shit got big, when I came home my sophomore year, And I came back home, White Tee was popping. I never went back to school. I just kept grinding with the music, you know what I'm saying, my friends and shit. And next thing you know, this radio host called Coco Brother was at our middle school on Bankhead. Mm-hmm. And, you know, this is right after the throwback wave because I used to be a heavy throwback buyer. You know what I'm saying? I used to spend $300-$400 every week on throwbacks. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of made me say, fuck a throwback, I'm cleaning my White Tee.
Right.
And Coco Brother, he took a throwback off. He had a White Tee on up on it. So all the kids in the school started running around the school. Everybody started screaming. Yep, in my White Tee. Yep, in my White Tee. So Coco Brother reached out to another guy from Bankhead named Lou B. It was like, who is he got with his song? So he lined us up. Just told us to petition the song, and shit, it went from there. And next thing you know, we was on the radio. And shit, we was getting so much radio. We was like number one song on the radio in Atlanta, and we didn't even have a deal. We didn't even have a record label ourselves. So that's just kind of how fast that shit just really took off.
That shit is super, super wild. And then the parody songs, Pink Tea, you had Gucci Mane with Black Tea, like. Mm-hmm. Like, and I hear it was like a little beef between like the Black Tea, White Tea thing. Like, speak about that.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna call it no beef. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna call it a beef because I mean, beef is a neutral word. I mean,
right. Especially coming from a real nigga like yourself, and you know, what I mean, you really know what beef really is.
Yeah. So I kind of just seen it like. It wasn't a song. It was the kind of shit that they were saying in their song. And they was kind of making it. And the song was kind of like directed towards us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just came from a point like, and see, I'm like my other guys in the group, like they from the projects, but they ain't like me. You see what I'm saying? Like, so me, I took it as like, why is this nigga talking about us? You know what I'm saying? And back then, my biggest thing was is the type of music that I made really didn't reflect on my lifestyle because I used to feel like that I can't talk about the stuff that I'm really doing because I'm gonna indict myself.
Right. When you heard Black Tea, did you know any of those artists at the time that was on that song?
No, I didn't know none of them. You know what I'm saying? But I found out who they was because like I got people on the east side. You know what I'm saying? And so it was nothing for me to find out. And who I find out, like, bro, like, especially back then, bro, like, I was real hot-headed, bro. Like, I wanted smoke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted real smoke. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas talking about niggas like y'all niggas, too much y'all gonna do this to a nigga White Tee and all this shit right here, even though I know it was just music, but I took it personal. You know what I'm saying? And, like I say, at the time, we was real busy, so I really wasn't in Atlanta like that. And then Gucci, and the Never Again, that's what did it. So Never Again. Gucci was part of a group called Never Again.
Okay.
And, that's when he split from the group. And then, he'll be doing his little freestyle stuff. I tried to push up on Gucci a few times. And we had a mutual homie, DJ Ace. He kind of linked it up. Mm-hmm. And I talked to Gucci and you know what I'm saying? And I seen that he really wasn't knowing what I was on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of got there. I kind of left it there. You know what I'm saying? As far as it came to that, because like I say, it wasn't really no beef. They just did a song. Our song was hot. They did a song. I guess they felt like White Tees was too soft and Black Tees was the gangster. So I don't know. I never really got a chance. But yeah, I was yeah. If I would have caught back then, if I would have caught them, one of them in a situation, it probably would have been an ugly situation. I can tell you that though.
Facts. Yeah, shout out to Gucci Mane. He going yeah. So you signed with Universal. Was that like a one album deal with Universal? Because I know the second one came out with Virgin and So Def.
No, actually, we signed a deal with Universal because they gave us the most money.
Gotcha.
Back then we didn't really understand. That, if you take money out for this, we're gonna give you this much money, but we're gonna spend this much money in the market. We didn't understand that. We just want to go with who's gonna give us the most money. And Universal gave us the most money. And so actually, when we did White Tee, Universal said White Tee sounded too much like White. I think they liked me sounded too much like White Tee.
Stupid.
And that was the crazy part about it. So what happened was after our album dropped, our first album didn't really do too good because Universal don't do very well on promotion.
Right.
They just got the money.
You know what I'm saying? The money.
Yeah, at the time, Atlantic was the ones who really pushed their artists like that. You see what I'm saying? So,
right.
JD did a White Tee remix, and so he did All I Think They Like Me. So after All I Think They Like Me got hot, and All I Think They Like Me started playing on the radio in Atlanta. So JD stepped with us. We hit Universal, and we asked Universal for a release. Universal gave us a release. No money, no headache, no nothing. Straight release us, freely. You know what I'm saying? And that's why JD picked us up and signed us to Capitol. It was Capitol at the time. Mm-hmm. And then next year they merged with Virgin, became Virgin. But
yeah,
that's when JD did the All I Think They Like Me remix, and then he put that on his Young Fly Flashy album.
Young Fly Flashy, yep.
Yeah, and then that song went platinum. And then at the time, you got to think at the time, I really left the group.
Word.
At that time. Yeah, I really left the group because for real, I'm not even on All I Think They Like. Yeah. I don't even have a verse on that song.
Yeah, when you think about it, no.
Yeah, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I had really left the group.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want to. I kind of got tired of being stereotyped of like who's like lollipop guy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a real street nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? And my lifestyle, niggas know. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know me. So, you know what I'm saying? And I just felt like I wanted to really be me in my music. And I couldn't do that with the group because the shit I could talk about is not the shit that they can talk about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So during that stage, that's when I produced and did Lean With It, Rock With It. Lean With It, Rock With It was already on the radio in Atlanta before any of the Franchize Boyz was even on it.
Wow. Did not know that.
Yeah, they wasn't even, the Franchize, Buddy, Pimp, and Jizzle wasn't even on Lean With It, Rock With It. It was me and all my artists who signed me at the time.
Yeah, I peeped that. Never understood who those other two guys was that was on the song. And I was, because I would always follow it. And the song was so big, and I was like, I never really knew who those other guys was. But yeah, I did peep that. Like, damn, who these other guys on here?
Yeah, see, Peanut was signed to my label 10 Entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And Peanut was signed to. He was on there. And Parlae, he was like my protege. You know what I'm saying? He used to be Little Charles. He changed his name to Parlae. You know what I'm saying? But he was like one of the hot up-and-coming artists. After the same day of the video shoot, we shot Lean With It, Rock With It. He caught a murder charge, kidnapping charge. He just got out of jail last year.
Wow.
Since when we shot Lean With It, Rock With It video in 2006. Mm-hmm. So he did like 10 plus years.
Wow.
So that's why people never really heard about him. You know what I'm saying? And the other two guys, it was a group that I had called Ben Hill Squad. Mm-hmm. They kind of got hot in the streets and, got people talking in their ears and, and so I didn't fuck with them no more. And the other guy was my homie, Shawty Black, with Trap Squad. Trap Squad was another hot group that was out at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I took all three of them off, and I put the other three guys on there. Shit, it was history.
Yeah. Like, one question I always wanted to know. I Think They Like Me remix. What was your thought the first time you heard Bow Wow verse on that? Like, did you say like, did he write that, or did somebody write that for him? Like, what's the truth about that? Because he killed that. Like, I don't know if he wrote that or not, but I'm under 21 with a black card. That was tough.
I ain't into goddamn bringing the stories of the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Because they stay behind the scenes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm a fan of entertainment. Okay. I don't give a fuck if somebody write it.
That's real
shit. Or I don't give a fuck if you write it or somebody else write it. Even if I write you a song and you perform that shit, it's really just like you wrote it, because a lot of this shit these people do, they don't even write themselves. A lot of the R&B singers that people like, they don't write their own songs. You know what I'm saying? but he bodied that motherfucker.
He
that
bodied
motherfucker
that shit. That shit went so hard. So so in the midst of y'all run, y'all was in the group was in Greensboro, North Carolina, coming to do the big show that's in Greensboro, North Carolina called Super Jam.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there at the show. It was y'all and a bunch of other groups. And through the whole show, your group members kept saying free parlay, free parlay, free parlay. And I was like, oh, parlay not there? And I you know what I mean? And I didn't even know what happened. But, you know, as I did my, eventually did my research, you know what I mean? You got in a little bit of trouble and shit. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, no, shit, bro. I stay in so much trouble that people, like, see, people got to think that, and they have to understand this. At the time that we was having our reign, it wasn't no internet, bro.
Right.
It wasn't nothing but big time MTV, BET breaking news. Right. It was no site or no show to go on to hear what was going on. So a lot of shit that I was going through and doing, people never heard about it. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Even the thing that even what you talk about, people never really heard about it.
Yeah, because all I heard was them say free parlay, and you know what I mean, you couldn't really just go Google it, you know what I mean, or whatever happened. I was just, you know what I mean, I just like, dang, he ain't at the show.
What year was that? 2005 or 2006?
I would probably say 2006, 2005. It was right in there somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like it's the big summer concert that they do in Greensboro, what they used to do in Greensboro like every year called Super Jam and shit.
Well, I know in 2005 I caught a murder charge.
Yeah.
And in 2006 I caught a traffic charge. So, you know, in 2005 we had the #1 single with "Oh I Think They Like Me." And in 2006 we had the #1 single with "Laying With a Rock With It." Right. So, you know, in the biggest times in my career, in the height of my career, you know, I catch the two worst charge you can catch being a street nigga.
Right.
Murder and trafficking. You know what I'm saying? So it had to be at least one of them. Because everything else I done been in jail before. I done been right out a day or two, 3 days.
Like how do you and you know, people don't report the good shit, but you know, all charges was dropped on both cases. So let's, you know, let that be known. But through the good and the bad, man, how you keep your head up through so much shit, man?
I don't know, bro. I don't pay no attention. Like, I just let my ambition carry me, bro. You know, I know a lot of people say they special. You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like I'm a special individual. I really feel like I've been put here for a higher purpose. And I just always try to find that purpose throughout everything I do. So I really don't dwell on the past or things that I've been through, you know what I'm saying, and look at the situations. I just take every situation I go through as a stepping stone, as a learning curve. You know what I'm saying, to learn what I need to do and what I not need to do. You know what I'm saying, as I continue to walk this path.
Got you. So, you know, ain't too many artists, you know, Atlanta artists can say, I mean, it is a lot of artists that can say it, but y'all one of those groups that went platinum. You know what I mean? Million records sold.
Well, it's only a handful of us.
Yeah, handful of y'all. Right.
Yeah. I think T.I. went platinum, Jeezy went platinum, Hussein went platinum,
Ludacris.
We went platinum, Ludacris went platinum. I think we're the only group from Atlanta that ever go platinum.
Outside of Outkast.
Outside of Outkast, yeah. Outside of Outkast.
Outside of Outkast. And like transferring from I don't even know if it was an era. It was just two groups that was really from the same part of town. So yeah, I kind of transfer, go from the crunk era to this whole snapping thing. And and people from the outside looking in, like I don't know D4L from a hole in the wall. So it does look like, oh, who are these lollipop niggas? But not knowing, like, Fabo, God bless Shawty Low, rest in peace. Like, all these some real niggas, but then y'all get looped into this whole snapping shit. Like how'd you feel about all that shit? Like people thinking that you somebody that you not and shit.
I mean, well, like I say, man, like, you know, JD's a marketing genius, bro. Like JD know how to take his artists and do, you know what I'm saying, ordinary shit with them. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And And, you know, we had our own sound. And our sound was different from everybody, and it started really taking over. So everybody started doing it. So at the time, so JD checked, you know, he put snap because, you know, we used to use a lot of snaps instead of claps.
Right.
Because shit, niggas really got tired of claps. Niggas was trying to do something different. So we got a journal put on us, and the words of the journal kind of make it like we can listen to beats right now. Like you listen to Migos White T-shirt. Niggas will say that's a snap beat.
I think so. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have snaps in it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just the sound of the music that we made, and they just put the title snap music on it. You see what I'm saying? But it really didn't resemble, like even Charlotte Lowe. He used the same type of beat, but they didn't have snaps on them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I just think that it was easy to label this shit because of what we was doing as a group and the things we was doing as a group. You know what I'm saying? To see niggas, because you got to think about this too also. Before we came out, niggas wasn't dancing no more.
Nah.
Niggas was too cool, bro. Like we made dancing fucking cool again. You know, fuck nobody say.
Right.
Early 2000, we made dancing cool. We made it cool for street niggas and niggas with pistols to dance, bro.
Right.
Period. You fuck nobody say. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to take image in what you see and create your own mindset from it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, the snap, people look at the snap music or the snap era, you know what I'm saying? And it's just a label to identify with an era.
Right. And speaking on Charlotte Lowe, man, what was y'all relationship like? You know what I mean? I heard you say like, you know, he really was like the big homie, like he really was everything he said he was, like he was like the nigga really out here doing it. What was y'all relationship like?
Well, you know, Charlotte Lowe from Born Home too. You know, I grew up watching Lowe. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you was from Born Home, shit, you wanted to be like Lowe. And if you didn't want to be like Lowe, shit, you wanted to goddamn do the same shit Lowe was doing. So either or, goddamn it, it's the same difference. You know what I'm saying? It was impossible to be a young nigga or a nigga his age and not look up to Lowe. Shit, all the big boy cars, all the new rims, all the money, all the jewelry, all that, like Home been doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, but I was the person that I always wanted to go against Lowe.
Word.
On the basketball court, I don't want to be on Lowe team. I don't play against Lowe. Whatever we did, I wanted to be against Lowe. I'm an underdog, bro. Like, Lowe my dog, but everybody wanted to be on Lowe team. You see what I'm saying? And I just wanted to be different. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, when we first started rapping, Lowe tried to sign us. You know, Lowe come get a nigga, take a nigga to the mall and do all that shit. But at the same time, my big homie and Lowe, they like the same thing. You know, my big homie Marlo, you know, he one of the niggas that Charlotte Lowe name in his song as P-Roll, Marlo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And goddamn, and Marlo had it, Home had stats, you know. That kind of my first million fucking with Home.
Word.
So it was, so the money part, it wasn't, you know, it really didn't excite me. Because, you know, I think at the time I was selling 2 for $5. I was selling two nicks for $5.
And Future coming to shop with you and shit.
Yeah, of course, man. Future used to ride with me. He used to roll blunt for me. We used to ride around, get high in the J car, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like, so goddamn, I was probably, bro, I used to make $5,000-$10,000 a day. I was selling weed. I was stacking weed, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't new to the money. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to control my own shit. I didn't want nobody to control my shit. I didn't want to be signed to nobody. I wanted to be signed to a nigga who gonna put me out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And one thing I know about Lowe is if you fucking with Lowe gotta get paid off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He gotta make something off you. And I didn't see no room for Lowe to make something, for me to make something, and my homies to make something.
Right.
So, you know, we kind of did our own thing when it came to the music.
How competitive did it be? I don't know. Like I said, we ain't gonna say beef, but how competitive did it get with D4L and seeing that y'all both from the West Side?
Oh no, shit was real, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real shit was real, bro. You know, niggas had a few shootouts. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had a few fights. You know what I'm saying? Niggas had some diss songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit was really going down, bro. Cause Nigga, we in the streets. Like, we really in the streets, bro. Like, I'm seeing these niggas. It's impossible for me to come outside and don't see low.
Right.
It's impossible. Like, this shit, it's impossible for niggas to come outside and not see me. Why I trap that? I could probably spit a piece of bubble gum on the low parking lot, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this how close it was. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was always tension. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, it was always been a respect level. Because my big homie, he had great respect. My partner, Daryl, he had fucking great respect. Home had done been shooting at niggas since he was 12, 13 years old. And I had a great level of respect. You know what I'm saying? So it was a respect throughout the whole thing. But you already know how to be with your street niggas. You know, it don't take nothing one nigga feel a certain type of way.
Right. But you know what I mean? I see like y'all working together. Like I seen you on what's his name? Jizu Man was the guy from D4L. Like I was doing my research and I seen you on his project, and I'm pretty sure like you and Shawty Low and all y'all.
Yeah, but shit, man, Shawty Low got a few songs. I think on Shawty Low first 2-3 mixtapes. I was on all his first 2 or 3 mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? But see, all these niggas are from my projects. Like, I grew up with these niggas. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
See, the different was is I'm from Born Home. Bud is from Flipper Temple.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Like, the West Side is like 3 streets. You got Hollywood Road, you got Bankhead, and you got MLK. Mm-hmm. All them the 3 main streets that ride down the West Side. All streets go parallel to each other. Bankhead in the middle. All right. Bud is from Hollywood Road. The other 2, Pimpin' and Jill, are from MLK. With Allen Temple, that's on MLK. So I'm really the only one who's from Bankhead. Mm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all the D4L, they from Born Home. So I grew up with them. But I used to leave Born Home when it got hot, and I would go to Allen Temple. You know what I'm saying? With them and kick shit with them. You know what I'm saying? Because I just knew how everybody was in my project. You know, it's like this nationwide, bro. Like, you get a nigga from your project, bro. Like, niggas support them as long as he support them. And when you start supporting niggas in your hood, then they're gonna turn on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I had done seen that so much, I didn't want to put myself in that situation. You see what I'm saying? So I kind of created my own pal. I got my own niggas. I started my own crew. You know what I'm saying? I built my own niggas up, and that's what I did.
Right. Like y'all go platinum, drop this amazing album that I bumped the hell out of that summer. Few features, some of the features on there, like you had like Dame Dash talking. Like how did that come? Like how did that happen?
I was locked up when they did that record.
Okay.
I think that was when I was locked up. That's 2005. Yeah, I was locked up for that murder charge when they did that song. When I came home, Jim Jones was on the song already, and David Dash was on the hook. Okay. And in my mind, I'm thinking this song's finna go, cause Jim on it, and then you gotta think Dame and Jay-Z had just split.
Right.
So all the shit that David Dash talking about, he's really talking about
Jay-Z. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that this shit's finna pop, and then I'm finally getting a chance to do music how I like to do music. That's what I like to talk about. I like to talk about dope. I like to talk about the streets. I like to talk about the guns, and that's what I like to talk about, the hustle. Like, that's what I know. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? To goddamn do that, to do that song with them.
And also you had like Riding Rims that was like dumb hard, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we had 3 6 Mafia on that album. We had Bun B on that album. We had Jim Jones, Damon Dash on that album.
Trey Songz.
Yeah, we had Trey Songz on that album. We did the bonus track with Mariah Carey on that album. Then we did the Corn remix on the album. So that's what I'm saying. Like what type of niggas have features like this?
Right. So like the album does like super good, like goes platinum. Like but the next album comes out independently on Koch. Like, you know, if you got a platinum group, like you would want to cater to them and do what you're supposed to, and, you know, keep the build up for the next album. Like what happened from that album to the next album on the Virgin side?
Left. Well, JD left.
Right.
On the Def Jam.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Capital merged with Virgin. Capital merged with Virgin.
Mm-hmm.
JD was the president of the urban department at Capital. So when they merged, the new owner didn't know anything about urban music.
Right.
JD left. They said it was going to be, JD had to pay $3 million for us to leave and go with JD. So JD, and then our album budget, I think, was like $1.5 million. So it was been like $4.5 million.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So we stayed over there. We was like, JD, we was like, we're going to do this last album and then we're going to come. Then at the time, a guy named Ronnie Johnson, who was in Atlanta, he came on. And, you know, he was helping us. We was going to do a movie. We was going to do a movie for the project. We had a $3 million budget for it. It was wrote. We had characters for it. And then Ronnie caught an aneurysm. And then he ended up dying. You know what I'm saying? So now they didn't have nobody to push, to pioneer or to direct the urban side of the music at Virgin. So what happened was everything kind of started slowing down. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got money, so niggas in focus ain't studio no more. Niggas just join life. Like I say, and then this was my second time going solo. You know what I'm saying? So I really on my solo shit. So I had to plug at Koch. So I was talking to Koch about me doing a solo album at Koch. And they asked me what was going on with the group. And I just told them what was going on. So we ended up putting it together where we hit Capital and when we hit Virgin, we tried out with Virgin, and Virgin released our music for Koch to put our album out. So that's how Koch ended up putting our album out.
Word. Like, how do you feel about on the next album? Like, Talking Out the Side of Your Neck. I mean, it was a good song. It was a good song. I mean, it wasn't as big as our previous songs, but I enjoyed it.
They picked the wrong singles.
Okay.
That's how I feel. Like, what album that was? Like, that was on Top of Our Game.
On Top of Our Game, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what song.
You had Manny Fresh on the production. Like, how did it feel working with Manny Fresh?
It was a good shit. I fuck with Manny Fresh. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Manny Fresh. So it was as far as me. You know what I'm saying? I liked the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I'm hearing and fucking with niggas that I've been looking and following my whole, you know what I'm saying, my whole career. You know what I'm saying? Who don't look up to the Hot Boys and Manny Fresh and Baby?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but that, the album, what else fucking song on the album?
No, the name of the album was Our World, Our Way, excuse me.
Our World, Our Way. This was the movie. I'm trying to think what fucking songs we had on that shit.
Choosing, It's a Go, The Killers and the Dealers, which was hard. Put You On. I mean, the album was super. You had the Turn Heads with Lloyd, which was super dope.
Yeah, that was a single too.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, personally, I enjoyed that album. I copped it. I enjoyed it. But a lot of people don't realize like hip hop was changing like crazy at the time. The world was in a crazy place.
Yeah. Social media, internet, bro. This is when the internet came about.
Right.
This is when YouTube started getting big. This is when Facebook dropped. Like this is when the internet started really growing. You know what I'm saying?
Labels was signing singles. They wasn't even signing art like real artists. Like they were just signing niggas that had a hot single. Like the whole game changed. Like which was crazy, man. Did you want to just say fuck this rap shit like all together? Like, you know, after shit kind of slowed down a little bit?
I mean, no. I wanted the world to hear. I wanted the world to know me for me. You see what I'm saying? Right. I wanted, because, you know, like I say, man, you know, like when you do something and you true to it, you see a lot of people get credit and they not really true to what you do. It's going to light a fire from you. I don't give a fuck who you are and what you do. You can be a basketball player. If somebody keeps saying that these players better than you, and you know that you better than this player, like that's gonna make you want to go harder. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just seen a lot of guys talking a whole bunch of street shit, and I knew these niggas weren't street. Like I knew this for a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, niggas keep listening to all these niggas. That nigga, I'm gonna tell these niggas the real story.
Right.
But it was kind of, I ain't gonna say it was hard, but it was hard because I just come from making $1 million of dancing and doing feel good music.
Did you feel like niggas, just because it wasn't no social media, people didn't really, in my eyes, I always looked at you like the front runner of the group, and it's just me. I always looked at you like the Jadakiss of the group, like the like that's how I always looked at you.
I mean, everybody know that. I mean, that ain't
from the beginning, I always looked at you like that. So, like you said, like you was dancing and snapping, whatever. Did you feel like it was hard for people to take you serious because people didn't really know that you really do street music, you know what I mean? But the people see the big singles and think that you're some, lollipop rapper and shit. You know what I mean? Especially now you trying to go solo and shit.
And I don't see. It's two types of people. It's the people who know me and the people who don't.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? The people who don't know me is the people that I don't experience life with. I don't share anything with them. Like, it's easy now because social media, you can share whatever you want with whoever you want. So you can click on anything that you have. And in time, I didn't. Only thing I knew that niggas who knew me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you listen to any fucking song that the Franchize Boyz have ever recorded that has my voice on it, only thing I'm talking about is street shit, gangster shit.
Even on Riding Rims.
Yes, nigga. If you think about lean with it, rock with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even the first 4 bars. If I say lean with it, rock with me, I say got a pill, pop with me. Go and take a shot with me. Call me 10, I got grams. Nigga, don't hate, shot with me. Like, and I got kids saying got a pill, pop with me. Go and take a shot with me. Parents don't register in their head what they saying because the image of what we're doing doesn't pervade street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had no cut on it. Got a pill, pop with me. Think about how many kids saying that fucking line. And their parents let them sing that line.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All my songs.
Facts.
Even though White Tee, like White Tee was a straight fucking trap song. Like, that's what it was. It was a trap song. You know what I'm saying? I slang, I bang in my White Tee. You know what I'm saying? I serve things in my White Tee. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit was, like, all my music was doing it. I just felt like I had to paint a picture in a different way because, like I said, I was really doing this shit. And I didn't want to be indicted for something I said on the song. So to me, it was easy for me to hide who I was in the music that I was doing. Because it for real, the music I was making, that shit is me too. So it ain't like I was doing something that wasn't. I like to dance. I like to pop my shit. I don't give a fuck about what nobody's saying about me. You know what I'm saying? It done been plenty of times niggas get in the club and dance and have to fuck niggas up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't let somebody else define what I do or who I am. I just been that type of person. And that right there created a way to make everybody feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? The shit that niggas is doing, the shit that I was doing, bro, didn't just change my neighborhood, my nigga. I touched the world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking world, bro. I did me. You see what I'm saying? I made them dancers up. The niggas in my group, they really want no dancing niggas like that. I came up with them dancing.
Niggas is still looking up, waiting for that hat to fall.
Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, the motorcycle, nigga, yeah. I started that, nigga. The pool palace, the two-step, I started that, nigga. All that shit, nigga. We was doing that, bro. We was doing that shit before niggas even heard about other niggas, bro.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, they want nobody lean with it, rock with it. I came up with that shit off my fucking head, riding in my fucking Yukon Denali, bro.
And that's why niggas need to give you in your group y'all credit y'all deserve. Tip, I love you, but these brothers need to be in the trap museum. Like of
course.
Like, come on, man. Like these y'all are trendsetters, and man, I'm just loving like your movement right now, IG and your voice, because you got a powerful voice, bro. Like I literally was like, man, like what is he like? You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes it's out of sight, out of mind, and I just literally just went to YouTube and was like, and you know what I mean? I literally just like banged out like 5 or 6 of your interviews and was just like, yo, Like that's a real one. And then from that, just the positive words that you know what I mean, you say every day on your IG, man. It's just like you got a voice and you need to be heard and you need your motherfucking credit that you deserve for,
like
pioneering a lot of shit.
Yeah, a nigga pioneering fucking a lot of shit. Like I say, everything is in due time, bro. Everything is with patience.
They'll catch up. They'll catch up eventually.
Yeah. I just feel like now everything I did over all these years is going to be more impactful for what I'm doing now because my vision is different. Back then I was a young nigga. I always talk OG shit. I always had a good head on my shoulder, but I was wild. I was a youngin'. I had paper. I had millions, bro.
Right.
Money make you feel invincible. Who the fuck I want to?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fuck about none of this shit. Cool. What you gonna do to me, nigga? Cause I got niggas with guns, just like y'all got niggas with guns, and my niggas is ignorant. So they don't give a fuck about going to jail and doing 20 years. And I don't either. So, and I think my balls is bigger than anybody else's balls. So, nigga, let's get this shit popping, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, it was, like I say, it's crazy to say it, but me and my niggas didn't cry when niggas died, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, we mourn like, damn, I miss my nigga. We might shed a tear. You see what I'm saying? But niggas don't cry, bro. Because the niggas know what type of lifestyle we live in. You see what I'm saying? And after so long, after you lose so many niggas, my nigga, you just go numb to that shit, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying? So when a nigga die, it really don't affect you like this. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like everything I've been through is helping my platform that I am now, speaking from an OG standpoint with everything the way the world going right now. And I just feel like I do it because these young niggas is not going to listen to nobody if you haven't done it before. You know what I'm saying?
Super true.
Niggas only take advice from niggas who done the shit they talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like I'm a 1%er because it ain't shit I can't talk about. It's not a level I can't talk about from the bottom to the top. You can't talk to me about being real and keeping shit solid. You know what I'm saying? Because I done been a rapper with me on the road doing shows and my niggas is with me. Like, niggas can't tell me, oh, my manager said I can't do this. Niggas can't hit me with that bullshit, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because
right.
I don't live that shit, bro. It ain't too much I haven't been through personally. And if I haven't been through it personally, I know somebody who has been through it personally. All type of situations. And over everything I have ever been through, I have overcome all that shit, bro. I ain't never did longer than 5 weeks in jail.
Wow.
5 weeks, the longest I ever did in jail, bro. You see what I'm saying? And I don't count pistol charges, all kind of obstruction, fighting the police charges, bro. Like, my rap sheet is fucking stupid long, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm blessed. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely
I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here to talk about this shit. I got a real testimony. And now niggas ain't gonna do nothing but niggas hear me now and they gonna do nothing but start researching me and niggas gonna be like, you know what? Shout been a realist. Oh yeah, he been doing this shit. Oh, Shout, I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he doing that. And it's just gonna make everything, it's gonna put me where I wanna be. So I just feel like all that shit didn't go in vain. I just feel like right now it's time for me to, to speak on these situations and use my voice as a tool for the streets.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? For the streets and the street niggas. And when I say that, a lot of people like, Killer Mike do it, and he does do it. You know what I'm saying? But me and Killer Mike speak from two different standpoints, even though we talk about the same stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because I really want to change the narrative of street niggas, bro. You see what I'm saying? And
right.
put the morals back in the game how it was when I came home. It's okay to steal dope. It's okay to kill. Do it with a purpose. You see what I'm saying? Nigga, war is necessary sometimes. You see what I'm saying? But it's for a purpose. If you're going to rob somebody, nigga, rob them because your family needs feeding, nigga, and people is sick and shit like that. These niggas right here just do shit just to tell another nigga they did it, bro. You see what I'm saying? And it's not going to change unless you get somebody to speak on this shit that niggas can respect. And I don't feel like it's nobody else. I don't feel like it's nobody else, bro. Like, it got to be me.
Yeah, you the voice box, man. And, like, speaking on shit that a lot of people don't even know you did, man, you got a movie on motherfucking YouTube that over 3 million, almost like 3 million views. That
shit is in a year and a half.
Exactly. Shit is super dope. The trap movie, man. Like, what motivated you to make that movie, man? And the shit is super dope too. Rest in peace of Bankroll Fresh as well.
Appreciate it. Now, me and Young Ralph did a mixtape together called Thunder Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a single called TTG. And my nigga, I told Cricket I want to shoot the video. So, I wrote the treatment for the video. And she Cricket, we shot the motherfucker. And the way I was promoting the video, I was promoting it like a movie. You know what I'm saying? So everybody thought it was gonna be a movie. So afterward, they were like, "Parlae, why you ain't just making no movie?" So my homie said, "Parlae, if you write it, I'll shoot it." So I went home in 3 days. I wrote the trap.
Shit hard, man. Like some real gangster Atlanta shit, man.
Yeah, that's hard. Listen, man, it's the hardest movie that came out of state property, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Like,
do you know what state property came out? You know what year state property came out?
That was 2001, 2000, like
2004.
Okay, that was 2004.
Yeah.
Was that 2? Was that State Property 2 that came out for?
Nah, State Property came out in 2000. Yeah, I think it was 2004. I think it was 2004.
It could have been 2004 because The Rock was already done in 2004. Like in 2000, I think
it might have been like 2002 then.
Yeah, 2002. I think the part 2 dropped in like 2004, 2005. Like State Property 2.
But it's been over 15 years since we had a movie like that. That makes you feel like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you like Boys in the Hood, like when you watch it, you feel like, nigga, like I ain't from here, but this shit feel like me. You see what I'm saying? Right. And then, Atlanta, we the like Black Hollywood right now. Like we the biggest city in the United States right now, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And niggas don't know about our city, my nigga. Because these rap niggas only talk about shit that they talk about projects that they're not really from, or a part of town that they really don't have hours spent on the pavement. Just because you stayed in the project, you know a few people, your grandma stayed there, that don't make you from there. You from where you make your name there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's where you from. And niggas don't take you around Atlanta, bro. You know why? Because the rap niggas that niggas follow cannot go to these places in Atlanta, bro.
Shit, wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like the trap, bro. That's the. If I don't shoot another movie, bro, that's the realest you're gonna get to Atlanta.
Right. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you why. Because niggas can't go places like that and shoot movies. I shot that movie in Ninth Ward.
Wow.
Niggas can't shoot movies. Everybody I had in my movie was a street nigga. Ain't nobody I had in my movie ever been in a movie before. I had niggas in my movie never even been in a music video before, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I shot that video in the middle of the fucking trap for real. Every day, bro. It's shootouts, all kind of shit going on. Police chases, all kind of shit going on every day, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas is not going to be able to get that many niggas together and get them to listen and be able to goddamn lead that many people. Bro, it's not going to happen, bro.
That shit hard, man. Y'all, please, after y'all get done listening to this interview, go watch the Trap movie on YouTube. That shit really should be on motherfucking Netflix or some shit like that. Like, cause that shit just that damn hard. Man, before I let you go, man, tell people about that movement, that trap money movement you got going on right now.
Well, that trap money, I had a song called Trap Money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it got real hot in the streets. And, I just, with the way niggas is taking the trap shit right now, you have to adapt with the times. And right now, trap doesn't symbolize streets anymore. You know what I'm saying? Trap to me is like it's commercial now.
Right. Like even with that EP and the whatever that little that fist pumping music shit they do, they call that shit trap music. Like what the hell they talking about?
Yeah, this shit is not trap music because ain't none of this shit talking about trap. Right. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you're talking about the trap, this shit come with heartaches and it come with pains. It come with up and it come with downs. You know what I'm saying? So you can never talk about the good without talking about the bad. And all the music that you hear now is music from niggas about trapping, but niggas ain't really talking about trapping. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I just made a trap movement, just saying niggas, taking it for what it is now, just telling niggas trapping is anything that you do and you're not working a 9 to 5. Yeah. If you don't punch the clock, you trapping.
Right.
Don't give a fuck what you do. Whatever you do, if you don't clock in and clock out, you trapping. So if you sell socks, TVs, beds, fucking pencils, jump ropes, nigga, tank tops. I don't give a fuck what you do. You trap. Literally, that's what you're doing. So I try to take that approach and and just bring it to the commercial trap music now. But the movement is already in you. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas united, real nations united. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm pushing. That's what I'm moving with now. You know what I'm saying? I want to unite all the real niggas. You know what I'm saying? Nationwide. Because if we don't unite, we're gonna keep letting these sucking niggas infiltrate this shit. Because the lame niggas and the niggas who stayed on the porch and the house niggas is getting very, very, very good at portraying a street nigga, bro. So good that it almost impossible to tell the difference, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You watch these niggas on IG, like.
Yeah, you gotta tell me I see these niggas all the time, and I just feel like it's a lot of real niggas, but it's a lot of real niggas that endorse a lot of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? I just feel like the streets lack morals, bro. The streets don't have morals no more, bro. There's no code no more. I'm sticking to the G code. It's no more, and I just feel like it's like that because we don't have vocal leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of niggas who speak that shit on their page. You know what I'm saying? Especially from Atlanta, like Big Bang Black, he do it. VL Deck, he do it. Trouble do it. My homie One Lotto, he do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know a lot of niggas that I watch. I be like, home spin that shit. You know what I'm saying? But you speaking it, you have to be able to speak it and touch everybody, not just the people that you target. White people who don't know nothing about trap got to hear your shit, hear you speaking and be like, I feel him. Who is this?
Right.
Oh shit, let me find a little bit going on. What's up with this trap shit? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I just feel like, bro, that we need leadership, bro. We need vocal leaders, not just street leaders, but niggas in the community. Because the dope boys, on Thanksgiving they pass out turkeys. Back to school they got book bags. Every Friday they pay for haircuts. You know what I'm saying? If the mamas ain't having nothing to eat, they went grocery shopping for them. You see what I'm saying? If the kids needed shoes, they got shoes. Niggas ain't doing this shit no more, bro. Niggas better go to the club and spend $2,000-$3,000 throwing on some bitches who not gonna give you nothing back besides doing positive shit with it. We have no more dope boys. It's just niggas who sell dope.
Right. And
where the OGs at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where the leaders in the community at? Where the niggas who go speak up and shit when shit fucked up and shit wrong? You see what I'm saying? These niggas so scared. These niggas don't talk to nobody. These niggas don't go downtown. They don't have political, influences and people they can talk to. I just want to be that person, who can bridge the gap between the shit that niggas can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, I want to be the nigga that take you to the project and talk to the project kids. You see what I'm saying? Like you're saying with the push-up shit. Bro, you know how many street niggas that I got doing push-ups every day?
Shit is crazy, man. Like seeing you post that shit every day is like from the athletes
and I don't even post half of them.
Right, from the athletes to the street niggas to the kids, like, you know what I mean? Like motivating, man. That's why your voice is just so powerful. And man, in like Atlanta, like this is one of your own, man. Like
they scared of me though. They scared of me, dog.
They
scared of me because I'm not these niggas killer. I'm not these niggas killer. You can't say nah, Parlae don't do that. I do what I want to. I say what I want to say. I move how I fucking want to move. Niggas don't control me, and I'm not very friendly. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm not very friendly, especially now. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see whole shit a mile away now, bro.
Right.
So I don't even care about even pretending to be friends with niggas, bro, because I just know me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not really friendly. I don't go to niggas video shoots and I don't post all on niggas page and I don't do the shit that niggas want you to do for you to be their friend. Right. Or for you to feel like they fuck with you. If you catch my drift. Like now, to get a nigga to fuck with you now, you gotta go like his pictures on IG, you gotta give him some shout outs, you gotta come in every time he posts, and then now he wanna post on your shit and come in on your shit. Like, bro, you don't gotta come in on my shit. If I like what you doing, my nigga, you ain't gotta follow me on that. I'm gonna support you because I like what you doing. Niggas don't do that no more, bro.
Nope.
You go on a nigga page right now and you like 100 pictures. He gonna come back on your page. He gonna like 100
like
pictures.
100 pictures. Like that shit is so
damn,
hard.
it took me to hear like your pictures for you to come like my pictures, my nigga.
Like that's the way. That's the way of saying hello. Like, hey, how are you? Like, nigga, no, nigga. If you fuck
You know
with
what I'm
me, you
saying?
fuck with me.
That's it, bro. Like, bro, I knew if I just get up every day, bro, and just pull up to the studio, fuck with these rappers, like, because niggas fuck with me, I fuck with everybody. Like, I don't got ill will towards niggas. Niggas don't got ill will towards me. My name ain't fucked up in the streets. I don't give a fuck who you meet me, where you meet me at. Niggas ain't saying bad shit about me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't saying my name came up with no paperwork. Niggas ain't saying nigga heard me backbite. Niggas ain't heard a nigga lay pillow talking or did this shit. That shit wasn't real. Period, bro. And it ain't even 2% of niggas in the world you can say that shit about. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I go and I start fucking with all these rappers, then these niggas start saying, oh yeah, my boy Parlae. I start being no more features. You see what I'm saying? The way you look at me, niggas will put me there. I don't do that because the niggas who control the masses are not real niggas. They not. You see what I'm saying? And I just refuse to play that game with niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to fuck with me, you're going to fuck with me because of who I am and because you fuck with me. I'm not going to fuck with you because I want you to validate me as a real nigga or you want niggas to be like, oh, no, Parlae the OG. No, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, nigga, I ain't got to say shit. You ask a nigga about me. Nigga going to tell you everything you need to know about me. It ain't going to be nothing but some shit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga hit me the other day like, hey, my nigga, keep doing you, man. Everybody I met over the years, I've been knowing a whole bunch of niggas that you know. Every time I ask about you, my nigga, your shit come up unblemished. This is the word you use, unblemished. You like, nigga ain't never said anything about you. My nigga, I done made millions, lost millions, made millions. I ain't never changed. I go around white people. I'm the same Parlae. I don't change. I'm around my football kids. I'm the same Parlae. I never change. I just know how to adapt and be me. You see what I'm saying? Niggas don't know how to be them. Niggas get around other niggas and change. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never did that before. You see what I'm saying? Niggas respect Parlae because the shit that I done made people respect me from the things I done done. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't fuck with me. Niggas respect me, bro. And that's the difference. That's why I ain't on the pedestal. You see what I'm saying? Because niggas don't fuck with me.
Well, we gonna put you there. Well, we gonna put you there. And man, from the Carolinas to the ATL, man, like Parlae, like I salute you. Like you was a man of your word. You know what I mean? You can't fuck with me. And I really appreciate you for this interview, man. And I'm gonna blast this shit off because like niggas need to hear your voice, man, and the shit you're doing in the community, like you, big you know what I mean,
yep.
with you know, coaching kids, playing football, and you know your voice is so powerful, man. So from me, from everybody in the Carolinas, man, Best Conversations podcast, man, I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate you, bro, and keep pushing, man, and we're hoping for new music and everything else you're doing.
Coming. I got new music coming. I got a single with Ben Takeoff.
Okay.
Called Two Pots. I'm gonna drop that. You know, like I say, man, I'm gonna start. I got a purpose now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I had to find my way. I had to find my place in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And where I can move how I want to and be comfortable how I want to be comfortable. And I think that, you know, over this past year, I really done found my neck. You know what I'm saying? We have no more OGs in the music, bro. Who can we listen to right now that we get game from? That we feel that empty space that we want in the music. Like we used to get out of Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Like Boosie my nigga, but his music don't feel the same it used to before he got locked up.
I mean that's real nigga shit.
You know
like that's real nigga shit. Like yeah.
But we don't get that feeling like we did from Gucci. His music still sound the same. It's still great. I still fuck with him, but I don't get that feeling. You see what I'm saying? You used to get it from Jeezy. Niggas ain't heard shit from Jeezy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Niggas need that shit, bro. Ain't nobody in the game like that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because most of these niggas, especially from the city, I don't think niggas doing it tell you buying big boy cars, buying Balenciaga shoes, be fresh to death every day. Who gives a fuck about that, nigga? Health is wealth, my nigga. Get healthy, my nigga. Stack you some paper. Who gives a fuck about the red bottom shoes, nigga? You know what I'm saying? And I look at niggas like Bill Gates, and every time I see him, he dressed like a fucking pedestrian.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And I see shit like that, and I want that to be the focus for my black brothers and sisters, because that focus is going to take us to a whole nother level as people. You see what I'm saying?
Fact.
Black people spend the most money in the world.
I hear Killer Mike talk about it all the time.
In the fucking world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We spend the most fucking money, bro. Why can't we take that money and spend it with each other? You know what I'm saying? Killer got a roofing company. Mike got a motherfucking housing company. Parlae got an electric company. Whoop the Whoop got a goddamn landscaping. Why can't we just shit? You do my roof, I do you do and you do my this, and we keep the money within our own community. You know what I'm saying? Like the boy Derek do. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking about the home banking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas need to get with him. We need to start educating each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? And stop being scared of letting another nigga shine. Because this is what's wrong with black people. This is what's wrong with us. We always care about what somebody else doing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's gonna take real niggas to change that narrative. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take real niggas to change that narrative for the younger generation, bro. So, you know, I'm just trying to play my part.
Well, man, we appreciate you, man. Again, man, we thank you, man. And till next time, my G. Hopefully, maybe one day, man, I come to ATL. We can do this shit face to face.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate you.